Welcome to the Quick Galloper YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.
Six and a half furlong. We're ready for a start from Denzel Miller. They're off and racing. Talented Bad Gal is misses it and is resting at the back of the field as they blast past the six, and it's a mad rush to that lead. Sherry Marie on that lead. Also there, that She's Ideal. In between horses, that's Call Her in a Race. She's very early today. Just behind them, that's Civic Illusion. Then comes Gulfstream Cat, another length or so before we come to 4 Mile of, another 3 or 4 before we come to Wonderful Vision. Going down on the outside, that's Miss Jungle Jen. Then comes a Runville Run. Behind those, that's Everything Chris. And losing his stirrup, losing the irons, that's Another Quality. And racing at the back of the field, that's Talented Boss Gal. They come. Gonna come into the lane shortly, passing the 2.5 furlong pole, and it is on that leader. She's Ideal. She's Ideal. It's a mad scramble though. They're coming at the top of the lane. She's Ideal in front. Gulfstream Cat is also there on the premises on the rail. Coming out wide is on the outside. There comes Civic Illusion right there too. That's She's Ideal, but it's Civic Illusion. She's Ideal. Gulfstream Cat trying to find a path on the rail. It's Civic Illusion, She's Ideal. Gulfstream Cat just begging for a part on the inside. It's Civic Illusion, Gulfstream Cat coming up the rail. Gulfstream Cat, She's Ideal. Civic Illusion, Gulfstream Cat beats Civic Illusion, She's Ideal. Then comes Call Her Array back in a fifth. That's For My Love.
Field in line for the 1,000 guineas and sent on their way. Pippa gets a good start. Social Storm is rushing up for that lead. Pippa in between horses. Sky's the Limit showing speed on the rail. Charming Chatterbox settled just in behind them with Lexi Lou moving fluently. Tailor Made is also close up as they make their way down the back stretch and head toward the final six. Sky's the Limit leading up from Social Storm. On the rail, that's Alexi Lou. Victorious links out wide. Tailor Made tucked just in between horses. Charming Chatterbox is next, possibly 7 lengths off that lead. Giving Thanks a further 3 lengths back, joined by the rail running Awesome Kitty. A Dream Catcher, the favourite, racing a long way off it. Alias Will and Pippa are there. Minnie Haha is also asked to make some ground from a horrible position at the moment as they leave the half-mile marker. Another one, Gulfstream Cat, race up next as they charge away now toward the final 3. Toward the back, that's a Timaria on the outside, and Ostoa, they share last. They've left the 3. They make their way toward the top of the lane, and Sky's the Limit shows us that leader. Social Storm pressing on the outside. These two now matching body blows as they come into the lane. Sky's the Limit down against the rail. Here comes Tailor Made now, the grey, asked to kick in between horses and racing out wide. It is Giving Thanks, but they race now toward the final furlong in the 1,000 guineas. Tailor Made just the leader. Here is Dream Catcher appearing, and Dream Catcher on the outside now snatches the lead from Tailor Made. It is the favourite Dream Catcher beginning to pull away inside the final 16th. Dream Catcher and Terrific Tevin Foster, he'll have his second win, and it's the 1,000 guineas. They take it from Tailor Made and Giving Thanks in the photo. Then Alias Will and Minnie Haha.
They're off and racing. Hendricks misses it and racing at the back of the field as Minnie Haha wants that lead. Rushing down on the outside, that's Hooray Henry right there too. That's Sensational Destiny going down into it, the Maestro. Then comes A Wing and a Prayer. Back there in about sixth, that's Prosperity Sand, and racing at the back of the field, that's Hendricks. They head toward the 2.5 furlong point, and it's Minnie Haha controlling the tempo just on the outside and coming down. That's Hooray Henry. These two joining forces there at at the top of the lane. Minnehaha, Hooray Henry, fighting for it just behind them and trying to come on. That's the Maestro right against the rail. Prosperity Sen. They're coming to the furlong pole, and it is Minnehaha turning them back, coming on. That's the Maestro. Minnehaha, the Maestro getting into second, but Minnehaha is beyond recall. Minnehaha begins to pull away from these, and Terrific Tevin Foster takes a peek behind, and he's about 7 lengths in front. Back in second, that's the Maestro. Got tight for third. Either Prosperity Sen or Hooray Henry. And now he's ready. They're off and racing. Miss Veronica misses it and is left at the back of the field, giving thanks, and Lexi Lou wants that lead. And Lexi Lou now goes through from giving thanks just against the rail, just on their outside. That's another quality. Hustled up and asked for more. That's another, well, about 3 lengths before we come to Miss Prosecutor, another 2 to Miss Veronica racing at the back of the field. They head toward the 4, and now on another wow goes on for that lead. Watching in second, that is Lexi Lou right there too. That looks another quality coming on the rail. That's giving thanks. They're about 8 or 10 lengths in front of Miss Prosecutor and Miss Veronica racing at the back of the field. They're going to come into the lane shortly, and it is now giving thanks that lets through. Giving thanks on the outside, right against the rail. That's Lexi Lou. In between horses, another wow, but giving thanks, not messing around, and now kicks away from these. It's giving thanks, and Terrific Tevin Foster coming to the furlong pole with a good-looking lead. Still battling on. That's another wow, and Lexi Lou, but they're all battling for the minors. It's giving thanks, and Terrific Tevin Foster pulling away from them. Giving thanks, Terrific Tevin Foster for Lakeland Farms and Philip Piani OD. About 8 lengths, giving thanks. From another wow, then comes Lexi Lou. Another quality back in fourth.
Field in line. This is the 11th, the second running of the Good Prospect Trophy, and the fillies are off and running. Midnight Traveller left toward the back, along with Another Wow and Victorious Lynx. As they leave the 6, it is Awesome Emma who has poached the lead. Lexi Lou on the outside. Just in between horses, a Social Storm in the blue silks. Ostoa making ground on the rail. Pippa has them covered 5 lengths off that lead. Victorious Lynx begins to make gains as they've left the 5 and run toward the half mile. Racing down near the rail, that is Awesome Kitty in the gold silks. Out wide, Nebraska. Another Wow is next with Minnehaha joining on the outside. A break of 5 to Tia Maria, and Midnight Traveller, not travelling well at all, is left last. They're arriving at the 3/8 pole, and out in front it is Social Storm doing the running by some 3 lengths. Lexi Lou continues to chase. Pippa is back in third. Victorious Lynx swinging out wide of horses. Awesome Emma is racing on the rail, and Ostoa in between runners, but they're at the top of the lane, and Social Storm continues to hold on. Lexi Lou challenging strongly outside. It is Social Storm and Lexi Lou. Watch Pippa, Another Wow finding room in between horses. What a finish this is, and Another Wow now strikes the front with a furlong to run. Pippa, here is Tia Maria trying to close up, but they run inside the final 16th and run toward the line. It is Another Wow who holds the lead. Another Wow wins it over Tia Maria, Pippa, Minnehaha, Ostoa. Field in line for the Simply Magic Cup. 9 furlongs, 25 yards. They're off Rockhampton. Just a shade slowly out, but making it up on the outside under a vigorous ride. There goes Minnehaha scooting by them all as they enter the clubhouse turn. Minnehaha out in front. For My Love and Rockhampton, they race out wide. Gulfstream Cat about to be overtaken by Tia Maria and the DOK at the back. Minnehaha sets the splits. For My Love is a length and a piece back and racing in second. Rockhampton tracks them in third as they leave the 7 and take to the backstretch. 4 lengths back to Tia Maria. Gulfstream Cat is next, and the DOK, the trailer. Over onto the back stretch they go. They arrive at the 6, Minnehaha and For My Love. That's how it's been from the off. Rockhampton watches them from 2 lengths back and racing in third. A gap of maybe 6 to Tia Maria taken off the fractions, about to be joined by Gulfstream Cat, and a huge gap to DOK. They leave the 5 on the back stretch and make their way to the half mile in the Simply Magic Cup. Minnehaha out in front, travelling easily at the moment. There goes Tia Maria making a big move now to attack. For My Love fading back into third. Gulfstream Cat is ahead of Rockhampton, and DOK in the white silks left at the back. They leave the 7/16 and make their way toward the final 3. Minnehaha out in front. Tia Maria now attacking on the outside and slicing into that lead. Racing in behind them, that's Gulfstream Cat. A huge gap to For My Love, who has cried enough. Rockhampton overtaken by DOK as they're into the lane. Minnehaha on the rail. Here is a Tia Maria, and Tia Maria snatches the lead. Gulfstream Cat is chasing them in third. Tia Maria beginning to swerve a bit, could be a bit intoxicated as they run toward the furlong pole. Minnehaha is down on the rail and asked to rally. Tia Maria driven flat to the boards, holding that lead under Tajay Suku, and now Tia Maria begins to come away from them. They won't stop Tia Maria from winning the Simply Magic Cup. Second win for Baba Nunes. They win by maybe 5. Minnehaha second, Gulfstream Cat third, DOK is fourth.
Now they're off and racing. Lexi Lou gets a good start in the middle. Catalina also got away quickly. To the near side, that's Kohler Nare and another Wow. Over on the far side, Behave, and another quality right there too. Lexi Lou looks to be just the leader from Kohler Nare. Right in the mix also there, that's another Wow. Right there too, Queen Majesty. Over on the far side, Behave, they're spread right across the track. And Lexi Lou could just be the marginal leader as they come out of the chute. Right there too, here comes another Wow. Lexi Lou keeping on from another Wow. This is where the race lies. They're coming to the furlong pole. Lexi Lou still in front, another Wow. Still chasing, not getting to Lexi Lou. Lexi Lou still in front, another Wow coming on to another quality. It is Lexi Lou trying to fend them off. Lexi Lou, another Wow trying to. It's 5 on the day for Devastating Dane Dawkins. Lexi Lou goes on to beat another Wow. Then comes another quality. Call her an array. And my friend Mickey back in 5th. Now they're off and racing. Giving Thanks marginally misses it and racing at the back of the field as Tailor Made goes on to that lead. It's Tailor Made in front of racing in second. That's Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher and Tailor Made going past the 5. It's Tailor Made just in front of Dreamcatcher. Then comes a Giving Thanks just on the outside. That's Lexi Lou, Minnehaha, and tailing off badly at the back of the field. That's Midnight Traveler. They go past the 4. And on that lead, it is a Tailor Made, just the leader from Dreamcatcher racing in second. Watching them from third, that's Giving Thanks. Racing in fourth, Lexi Lou. Then comes on the inside, that's Minnehaha, and is still way out of it. And hopelessly, that's Midnight Traveler. They're coming at the top of the lane, and it is on that lead, a Tailor Made in front, stretching that lead to about 2 or 3 lengths in front of Dreamcatcher racing back in second. Tailor Made in front, still not coming on. That is Giving Thanks. It's still on that lead, a Tailor Made coming with just about a half a furlong to travel. Tailor Made in front, and I think Tailor Made has made all the running this afternoon. Tailor Made in the Hotline Stakes. Tailor Made and Robert Hardball Halidine winning for Jason DaCosta. Winning from a Dreamcatcher. Then comes Giving Thanks back in fourth, Minnehaha.
They're off. First start, Midnight Traveler just outspelling the earlies along with My Lady Gold. Lexi Lou has dash as they leave the 5 and shows it. Sky's the Limit rushing up now to take him on, and Sky's the Limit goes on from Lexi Lou. Victorious Links is the one racing down on the outside as they leave the half-mile marker. Social Storm is 4 lengths off that lead. Charming Chatterbox ahead of Pippa in the green. Just in behind those, that's Awesome Kitty. A gap of 3 more lengths to My Lady Gold. Then we have Ostoa and Midnight Traveller not travelling well at the back. They come toward the 5/16th, and Sky's the Limit has hopped to the front and taken complete charge at the top of the lane. Lexi Lou and Victorious Links are in hot pursuit. Charming Chatterbox and Pippa left in behind, but it is Sky's the Limit inside the final 3/16th who holds all the aces. Sky's the Limit with that lead running away from them. Lexi Lou now improving her position down against the rail. In between horses, that's Charming Chatterbox and Victorious Links out wide, but they're inside the final 16th. It is Sky's the Limit. Tajay Suku will have his third on the card. Brilliant ride. Tajay Suku and Sky's the Limit win by maybe 4 of a Charming Chatterbox. Then Lexi Lou, Victorious Links, Pippa.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.